And hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Memorial Day Broadway Hit Points. For those of you watching us on Twitch, which is almost nobody because everyone watches on Facebook. We have started to upload our videos on Facebook, which is pretty exciting. And we're getting views, many more views than we ever got originally.
Really?
They've been
So
up.
people are watching?
No, 25 views, I think, in one day and within 24 hours,
Oh,
which is
snap.
for us significant.
I don't even have 25 friends.
Because we're in the triple digits means a lot to this
Triples is
Broadway
best.
Points.
Triples makes it safe.
If you guys are watching, remember to like and subscribe so you know when we have new videos coming out. We will start as always with introductions, and we begin with Sarah.
Hey y'all, I play the Gnome Artificer, currently a duodrone, Zinc Gadinka.
And now without their airy armor, they are in their naked duodrone metal. And we have Keith.
What's up, everybody? I'm Keith Varney. I play Bart the Basher.
And Seth.
I am Seth Christenfeld. I play Bonk Bernstein, the half-orc barbarian who just wants to be a bard.
Jamen, we don't know what's happened. Last we saw Simon, he was in Gehenna. We have heard a little bit from Serket, the goddess of thievery, that Jamen, or Simon rather, made some pretty bad deals and sold you all out. But they're still there. This week, we do not have Kerri and Mo. That will be explained very quickly at the beginning. But stepping into the Mo box is a returning guest star from last week, Kimberly. Kimberly, you want to introduce yourself in character?
Yes, I am Delina Lunamantle. I'm a Lillendi bard, and typically in the Infinite Staircase. But here I am on this surprising journey with this new gaggle of pals.
Lindy Bard, and we will get our mystery guest. As always, we have a very exciting mystery guest joining us on Broadway Hit Points. We'll get them introduced in just a little bit, and now let's go to our opening number.
Each Monday night, a group of heroes come to town, gallivanting through dimensions. Chances are they'll take each world and burn it down with the very best intentions. Broadway Hit Points. Broadway Hit Points. They're always changing, multiplying, playing dress up or they're dying, magisters or pizza tycoons. With ineffective preening flexes, we will murder all our exes. Pop stars, demons, drones, and unexpected show tunes. Broadway Hit. Our DM thirsts for blood. He blew up the Phantom. That's why it closed. He let Lemon Shark die. Lose a kid and his son.
Yes, there is still no B section, but nonetheless, we press on. All right. So when last we met, you guys had left from the world of Renee, the funereal world, and you had decided to go through a portal in which you smelt burning wood. As soon as you go through the portal, going through are the Lillendi, the Duodrone, the Elven Basher, the half-orc barbarian who really wants to be a bard, the Changeling, and the ex-Magister Elf. You walk through and you see Crux burning. What do you do? Sorry, Keith, you didn't go through. You're still in the staircase. We'll get back to you in a second. So what are you doing first, Zinc?
Do we realize that this is the same town that we had not gone to?
You're at it from a different point. So on this town, you're actually coming out from where it says Portal to Renee. So you're up here at the top of the town. Built into the trunk of the giant tree is a castle kind of, or let's say a fortress perhaps. It has many rooms and it sort of overlooks the whole town. And then sort of going out on many of the branches of the world tree is this town. And from one of them, from one of the buildings below you, you can see smoke coming out, and it seems to have caught a little bit onto the world tree itself.
All right. I think I'm going to fly down there.
Mm-hmm.
And just before I do anything, I think I want to investigate what that is.
Okay, you're gonna fly down to look over the top of it. So as you fly down, it's gonna be over sort of what looks like the vintners here. So we'll put you over there flying. What are you gonna do, Bonk?
Bonk very confused. Bonk follow in direction of Zinc.
Okay, so Bonk, you start walking down towards this area. And I'm gonna say you don't see what happens to Thalia and to Nyx because you're going down that way. So you're unable to see what exactly happens to them. And what are you doing, Lillendi? Or Lillend, I suppose. Just Lillendi is
Right.
plural.
Singular. I suppose I will go in the same direction as the rest. Well, as Zinc and Bonk. Maybe a few paces behind, just sort of checking
Probably
around.
stay in
with
front
me,
of Bonk.
but I'll follow them.
You should probably stay in
What?
front of Bonk, read the crap thing.
Oh, that's true. That's a good idea. I'm 2 paces ahead of Bonk as I go down. and
Yes,
follow.
Bonk still has lost those charisma points. In fact, almost everyone has lost those charisma points and did not get them done up. All right, so
Bonk's
Delina,
still very farty.
Delina,
More
our
reasons to be
Lillend,
ahead of you.
moves down that way. I'm gonna jump back now. Now that I know what you guys are doing, I'm gonna jump back to the infinite staircase.
Yeah.
So Bart, why don't you describe to us what you have? You were in the infinite staircase. One area went off in a different direction, and in this area, it had a door that was your wildest dreams, everything you dreamed about. And we talked that there were skeletons, maybe not bashing each other, maybe eating cake. What else would be in that room?
Oh boy, I mean, all of his friends, all the
Yeah.
so much pizza. I mean, actually, the walls and like the chairs, they're all made of pizza. So it's actually it's a very very pizza based, but lots of friends and lots of vegetables all lined up to be smashed, and people just ready to laugh at hilarious jokes. It's
And maybe inappropriate jokes. And you've been looking through that doorway at all of this. And do you walk towards it?
well, no. Bart needs to sit down and stare at it for a while, because like he's been going through a lot of sort of existential crisis, and just sort of really thinking through his concept, his he's been dealing with his bashafism, and I feel, and Bart doesn't feel like he really deserves to go through the door, because he has.
You've been staring at it for 36 hours.
Well,
at this point.
Bart doesn't make really fast decisions. So I think Bart is going to have to close the door, because his bashafism is not yet ready to deserve the heaven in front of him.
It's very hard to walk away from it. So I'm going to need you to roll a wisdom check.
In case you're keeping track at home, remember what I just lost 5 points from? And any guesses on to how hot it was before I lost 5 points? All right,
Negative.
it's gonna be great. Here we go. Okay. Well, if you fill in my my wisdom modifier for the saving throw, I rolled a 0.
Bart, you are unable to resist. Bart walks off through the portal and into what is really Bart heaven. He will not die, but he's not coming out of there. So I think, Keith, you're gonna have to roll a new character. Let's jump back to everyone else.
Good night,
While
everybody.
Bart is in happy Bart heaven for a little while.
Oh my god. Does he still have his bracelet? Can he ask Zink to come get him?
Oh,
Yes.
does Bart still have
He
the
sure
bracelet?
does.
You can speak into the bracelet.
Zink, I'm in heaven, but I don't deserve to be here.
Oh. I look around and I'm like, where's Bart?
There's cake. Zink, come. There's cake and pizza, but I feel weird. I feel weird.
Are you Zink, are you looking back to where try to keep track of everyone in Crux?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, what you're gonna realize is that Thalia and Mo have disappeared. Sorry, Thalia and Nyx have disappeared. They are not there anymore. And Bonk and Delina are just walking in place.
Brutal.
They're not moving at all. They're just walking in place, like turning in little circles around and around and around.
Oh no.
Can I do an Arcana check on what might be happening here?
Sure, do an Arcana check.
Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 8.
Yeah, I think you're gonna remember that when they saw in Renee a temple that was not there, and it seemed to be like they were under some sort of hallucinogenic illusion, that the same thing seems to be happening to these two.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh man. But they don't seem to be in danger. They're just not going anywhere.
They're not in danger. They're just not going anywhere.
Okay.
I feel like that's my career.
How far away is this portal, this heaven portal that Bart is in?
I don't think you would know.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send a message to Bart and say, okay, just stay put, enjoy yourself, just be, continue to be a bashafist, but do enjoy yourself a little bit. We won't leave you there, because you are indeed a sinner who needs to be punished, and then going to fly above the people who are running and rocking in circles and say, hey y'all, let's take a move on. There's a little thing over here, a little fire, could use some help.
Well, we're walking towards it.
So you would see, yeah, I think you hear Zink's voice, but you don't see Zink.
That's concerning.
Why don't you guys roll a save, and why don't you make it again a wisdom save?
Okay.
$16.
11.
The 16, you sort of goes away from you, Bonk, and you realize that you thought you were moving down the street towards a fire, but you haven't gone anywhere at all, and you see things for what they really are now. You start, Delina, you're unable to break out of it, and you start to move towards the edge of the branch. But you don't know it. In your mind, You're just going forward. But Zink and Bonk, what you see is Delina, the Lillendi, moving towards the edge of the branch, where there's no railing or anything.
What is Delindi? What species is
a Lillendi? It's a sort of a snake. She has a snake body, a lower body, and a upper torso of a female.
Snakeator.
So would Zink be able to catch her? Or like hold on to her if she were to...
You can definitely go grab
yeah,
Delina.
yeah. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna fly over and I'm gonna try to scoop her up and fly back to where I was just near the fire.
Okay, so you bring them both down to Vintner's. As you do that, that's going to break you out of this sort of spell hallucination. And
Okay.
as that happens in the fire, you're going to see several people with water that are putting out the fire. And one of those people is our mystery guest star. Joining us, we have Angel Lynn. Angel, why don't you describe yourself? Keith, where'd you go?
He's gone.
Oh gosh. All right,
Not on the
Angel,
Zoom anymore.
Angel, why don't you describe yourself? Oh, you're on mute again.
Can't hear you.
Hear me?
There you go.
Now, okay.
There we go. Okay. That's weird. Hello. What you guys see before you, is, sort of a middle-aged, Aarakocra. Kind of like a falcon, but you can see kind of, feather, mostly brown feathers, but you can see kind of, a couple of gray feathers here and there. She's weathered and worn, and she has, I guess, like, well worn, like, a chainmail on under sort of her, I guess, like, ill-fitting mayoral, like, clothing on her.
Okay.
And then she goes, hello. What is going on?
Hello.
I'm going to let Delina, I'm going to put her gently on the ground and I'm going to kind of continue to sort of hover a little bit. And say, hi, who are you and where are we?
Hi, you seem to have come at a very interesting time. My name is River Moth. I'm the mayor of this here town here. This lovely town, Crux, as I gesture to the burning mess that is my town currently. May I ask what brings you fine people over here at a time like this?
Came through a portal.
Yeah, we came through a portal. We were on the Infinite Staircase, which is where we met this lovely woman over here. And now we're here. Do you need help with this fire?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
Great.
Where's the water? Do they have
There's some people that seem to have bottles of or buckets of water that are throwing it on the fire, but they're not doing such a great job. There's a few people doing that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Is it just like a normal fire or is it like a magical fire? Do you know how this fire started?
Who's
Do
that
I?
question to?
Yeah.
That question is to our lovely potential mayor.
Mayor.
Our mayor here.
And this mayor actually doesn't know us. Do I know that this is magical or not?
I think you would. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how you would quite tell, but it
Yeah.
seems to be a non-magical fire.
Okay, yes. Yeah, no, we've been throwing water on this thing for some time now. I don't think it's magical in any sense, but you know, I think it's just been getting out of hand. A lot of strange going on has been happening here, and so I just got my feathers in a ruffle, and just trying to keep everything calm here. Whew.
all right. Can I ask everyone to move 60 feet away from this fire real quick?
You betcha.
Just 60
God, I
feet.
missed
Just everyone
so
move
much.
60 feet away.
Shimmy
Okay.
back with my big ass tail.
Including your water folks.
Okay.
Um,
They all move back.
Once they're out of
I think the
60 foot
ghost
range,
of Bart
I'm gonna
just like
cast,
just start pulling
uh,
Ethernet
Ray
cables.
of Frost, which is a cantrip, at the fire.
Great. You successfully get the fire sort of this dwindles down, the ray of frost goes away, and and it sort of freezes, and the fiery flames become icicles, and then they crash to the ground.
There you go.
Thank you
Fire gun.
so much. She kind of like, even having done nothing, she kind of just like stands there like heaving a little bit. It's like, whoo, wait, you guys are I guess you guys are magical, good doing folk. But I mean, like, that's what happens when you find your way into a town in the middle of a plain spawning tree, I guess. And she slaps her knee and chuckles very awkwardly.
I don't even know. Oh! I thought you were just took to heart that you had been you'd gone to heaven and were never coming back and just signed off. No, the ghost of Bart's very happy. He's got his life stream happening. All right, we'll get to you. I mean, you can be talking however you want on your bracelet during all this time, Bart. So you are outside this sort of burning place. It was the Vintners. I think you can tell it's the wine store, which is part of the reason this fire probably spread quickly. And you're sort of outside, and there's smoldering ashes all
All right. Well, what do y'all do in this town? What kind of town is it?
Yeah, it definitely
Well,
wasn't us. I
mean,
wouldn't think about that too
It's
hard.
just a normal kind of town, as normal as a town in the middle of Yggdrasil can be. I mean, strange happenings have been going on, but I'm just a good old mayor here, just trying to keep everything in check and keeping everything down in trouble. It's funny because I feel like I would have an answer for you, but things have been happening and I don't know why.
So what kind of things?
Well,
We die on the
as you can see, our good old wine store here has gone up in flames, but also, Angel is frantically checking your notes. Strange going-ons has been happening in this town. There have been a sort of a shape-shifting no-do-gooders have been sort of coming around town. So I wouldn't be surprised if this here fire was done by one of those no-do-gooders. Yeah. Whoa, where did that voice come from? Who is that?
That would have been, that would sort of gone into
Y'all have a talking jewelry piece on you? What's going on?
I do. Our friend is our friend is temporarily in a better place, but we will soon make sure he is no longer in the good place.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss? ?
That's all right. Temporary loss. It happens.
Great, understood.
He only mostly dead.
You want me to get her?
I mean, just bad things have been happening, and I think it has been because of these shape-shifting people. Just, you guys wouldn't have. I don't know. Like, you guys don't look like any of these shape-shifting people because most of the time they seem to look like either they're like bug people or like reptiles or like just really intimidating large animals. And they've just been sort of going around town and doing, setting shops on fire, hurting people, doing just the general, like, no good stuff. And I don't know where they came from. I've been trying to sort of get everything under control, but just so much has been happening. And you kind of see, River is stuttering a lot, but she's also, like, scratching her head and, like, rubbing her temples a lot.
I think while this is going on, some of the crowds people have gone in now that you put out the fire, and you hear a scream from inside the Vintner shop.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey Jillian, I'm just gonna make up a name. Hey Jillian, you all right in there? Is everything all right in there?
Jillian screams, "Oh my God, she's dead!"
Dead recorder.
Who?
The Vintner's dead.
I'm gonna fly into this place.
You fly
Sounds like
in,
trouble.
and you see Jillian and another sort of local Crux person, and they're looking at an old wooden chest. Inside this chest, it's clearly something where bottles of wine were once kept, is a corpse. And the desiccated body and the inside of this chest are both covered in dried blood. It's a human female, middle-aged and probably fairly small and thin, is sort of folded up inside of the chest, and there's a bloody knife lying on the body near her left hand, and her upper torso and neck are covered in stab wounds and slashes.
Oof.
Do I recognize this person?
Yeah, that's Jillian. Jillian, the local vintner who
Jill-
makes all the wine.
Jillian is dead.
God, for beautiful music in these times of grief. Has this happened here before with the bad big animals killing people?
Has
it's going
killing
great.
people happened before?
I'm becoming even better at recorder.
No,
I'm
this is
asking-
the first death that you've seen in Crux.
Everyone's clapping.
No, not at all. Oh, my stars. Oh, my stars to the great tree above. Oh, things are getting very, 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 very out of hand here. Jillian, she was a good one. I go over to
lines.
a bottle.
Record
I
a
guess
kick
like
lines.
like a
Yeah.
burnt ash covered bottle of wine, and I uncork it and I pour it sort of like next to the corpse. It's like,
Bart
"Good
really
one,
likes
Jillian."
tap bashing.
Pour it out for them.
Yeah.
You put hammers on your feet, and then you
have you,
smash watermelons
Bonk
underneath.
and-
it.
Person dead.
Bonk and Delina, have you guys gone in there to join?
Yes, I think
Oh, yes.
after I saw Zinc fly in, I walked in after.
Okay, and have you been, Zink, have you been reporting any of what's been going on to Bart?
Eddie thinks Bart.
Yeah, I think I would have said, hey, we're in this new town. There's some strange goings on, some lizard people again, apparently, or shapeshifters.
And you heard
how's it going
you heard
over
it
there?
through the bracelet. Imagine it real.
Oh,
Yes, I think in the land you're in, as you play, people just throw adoration, and they think they all join with recorders as well. And there are
In
hundreds of
perfect harmony.
Barts that look just like you, that form a chorus line behind you, and all join in with the recorder. It's a big, yeah. Does Bart like tap dancing, or does Bart prefer sort of modern jazz?
Oh,
Yes, that's what they're doing. It's kind of a mixture of like anything goes and bring into noise, bring into funk, kind of together.
wow.
excellent.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in a very, very long time in this town. And I just do a slow clap and I start getting faster.
It was so
And I heard it
loud.
through a bracelet too.
Hey, River Moth, do you have a headache? You doing okay?
Yeah, no, I mean, being mayor of this town, you just kind of have to like take care of a lot of things. Just a lot of things, just maybe too many things have been happening. I just haven't, I've been sleeping relatively well. I'm like well recently. It's just that, I don't know. I think it just might be the stress getting to me. I've just been, I think, just overtaken by just so many things that have happened in town recently. And
At
I
this
say
point,
recently,
a
yeah.
constable comes in.
Yeah.
A human with a big mustache, sort of a flat head, and
Right.
no beard, and he says, "River Moth," and you would recognize this as Constable Jockum, and he says, "River Moth, I heard about the fire. Came down here as soon as I could. What happened? There been any witnesses of how this could have happened? Maybe."
Jockum, we lost a good one, and I point to the body of Jillian.
Oh my God, Jillian! I never would have. Someone must have killed her and then crammed her into this box here.
That sounds exactly like what happened. Jockum, where have you been since this fire's been raging?
I was up down at the high point. I was out overlooking the town, and I was up at the watchtower, and I had to run down all the steps and down the ladder and go out the door and all the main gates and everything and come back. Who are these? Who are these strangers in town? Are these suspects? Governor?
Well, at the moment, I mean, like they could be they could be potential suspects, but they did help take out this deer fire. So, to my understanding and to my insight, I feel like these are good people who have just happened to stumble into town, at least for the moment.
Well, I mean that orc fella looked a little suspicious to me.
Interesting. Are the people in your town small-minded? Judgments about other races?
Now,
Bonk no set fire.
now here and what Jockum, is that how you pronounce his?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So like now, Jockum, we welcome people of all shapes and sizes all in this town. I mean, like, our tavern keeper happens to be an orc as well, or a half orc at least. So don't go pointing fingers until we get, all the evidence in order. But these are here.
Well, why don't we take them into the high point just to see if they saw anything suspicious?
That sounds like a good idea, and we can take a rest and you can sort of I think, and the river is like stuttering more and more. It's like the day's been sort of like heavy onto me. I'm glad that you came in at the time that you came in.
Well, what about when we go to High Point? We can get you settled, River. I can give you some of that tea or beer or coffee or sedatives, whatever it is you like.
I go grab a I don't know, medieval 6-pack off of the shelves of this liquor store. And it's like I'm good for myself. I was like, I got all this. And we can settle in on High Point, and we can have a couple of beers or ales while we're up there, and we can try and sort this out and find out what happened to this here poor Jillian, and maybe they can some outside eyes and ears and minds can help figure out what's been happening to our dear old town lately.
Well, that sounds sound good to me. He sort of talks to a few other guards and is sort of talking to them as you guys are in a little huddle here.
Before we go, can I make like an investigation check to see if like how long ago it seems like Jillian was or like basically like an investigation check into like how like Jillian was murdered, or
Absolutely. I think what you're gonna notice right away is that it looks like this poor sod has been in the dead book for a number of days.
Oof.
I would say anywhere from maybe 3 to 4 days, perhaps. Jillian has been murdered. And this is I think this is odd.
Yeah.
How often do you get out of High Point, do you think, River?
Me, I mean, like, I think River used to do daily, like, try to like daily patrols, like being the mayor of the town, just trying to get to know the people. How I like it's Crux generally like small-ish.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So I think River generally tries to go out on patrols daily, but lately, I mean, like,
lately not as much.
Lately not as much, or it's like not as much as she can recall.
Okay, yeah, I think that you can tell that Jillian's been dead 3 or 5 days, and you probably haven't been out in the town in a few days either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, oh, I should have gone back to my normal schedule. But just Dane, like I guess stress has been getting to me lately. I look down at Jillian. I was like, I'm sorry, Jillian, and I don't know. I crack open one of the beers and I pour another one out for her.
Can I detect magic on this box?
Yes,
Okay.
you can. There's no magic on the box.
But
There's
there's
no magic on the box.
Um,
I would say, there's no magic on the box. There's no evidence of a struggle. It doesn't look like anything in the room has been stolen or disturbed. What you're seeing is this sort of, this days old corpse inside of this box, this liquor box, that is a human female, and there's both the body and the inside of the box are covered in dried blood, and there's a bloody knife near the hand, and the upper torso and her neck are covered in large stab wounds and slashes.
does oh sorry, go ahead.
Like
Uh,
murder.
well, when's the last time you saw Jillian?
When was the last time I saw Jillian?
Well, you haven't been out.
I haven't been out. Yeah.
You haven't been out in like 4 or 5 days, so you probably
Yeah.
saw Jillian 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Does
Well-
does anyone else have access to the boxes in this?
I mean, I would think that the two people next to you, who discovered it would.
Yeah.
They're there as well.
Yeah. I turn to. I'm assuming they're shop hands for Jillian.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Hey there, Jack. I'm sorry that you had to come across this lovely thing. What has Jillian been around the past couple of days? I'm sorry, I haven't been able to make my rounds the last couple of days.
We missed you. We missed you very much, Mayor. Yeah, Jillian been around. She been we've been wigwagging, but a few days ago, something got funny. She just ignored me like I was barmy or something when I asked if they wanted to do the rosé or the cabernet for the special order. Didn't say nothing to me. Just sort of looked right past me. I tell you. I was thinking maybe I should get a job down at the woodworking because the convention's in town.
Now you look here, Jack. You're a good man, and you've done very, very good for the shop. Now you don't. Now that Jillian's gone, and I'm sure Jillian didn't mean it. And now that Jillian's gone, I think we've got a new proprietor and vendor for this here wine shop that needs taken care of.
You mean me? Are you promote? Oh my goodness gracious! Well,
I guess Jillian's not here, so I guess I'm promoting you.
Well, I mean, it's very sad that Jillian's dead. I will say that. I did like working for her, but I do think I'd be good. I'm gonna make it all rosé all the time.
Rosé. Do you got a name for that here? Kind of an idea, maybe like a rosé.
I do. I'm gonna call it, and this is I like this name a lot. I've been thinking about this.
Stale,
It'll be called the Rosé Store.
I love it. Unique.
Through gritted teeth, I say that sounds like a very good idea, Jack, and I just give him a firm.
It lacks certain ring.
Jack sort of gets the other people together into the back, and he says, "We everything but the rose." They start to move towards the back rooms.
I want to turn to Bonk and Delina and say, I don't think that she was killed here. I think she was killed somewhere else and brought here, or
Likely.
Fox put her in and brought her here.
And based on that story, it sounds like she was possessed or hallucinating or something.
Yeah,
She was not herself.
and she's
Detectives now.
She's like dead, like no revivify, no nothing. She's dead.
Do you have Revivify?
I do.
You could try Revivify on the body. I mean, it's very dead.
Very dead.
Well,
It's
Yeah.
very stale. Yes.
And
More than mostly
definitely
dead.
definitely dead more than 10 minutes.
I do have Revivify.
Yeah, Revivify is not going to work.
No.
I mean, you can try it, but it's not going to work. You'd have to have Speak with the Dead.
Ooh, I do not have that. All right. I want to take a little scraping of the blood in the box.
Okay.
Before Jack goes off, do you Jack, do you remember here about how many days ago did you say that Jillian here started acting all strange and all?
Oh, I'd say about 4 days ago. I mean, we were doing great, just like I said, wigwamming and chattering our bone boxes and everything about the different wines. And Jillian, was always sort of a Chardonnay type. And I like more of the stronger rosé. But when I 3 days ago just started acting real funny, just not really paying attention, kind of not ignoring me when I was talking. I'm kind of breaking her word because she said she would have a conversation with me about my rosé idea, and then when I brought it up, she just didn't even meet with me at all. It was kind of rude, if you tell the truth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Did Jillian look like any different than she normally does, like in her like rosiness?
No different. I mean, maybe didn't spend as much time on her hairdo as she normally did, and she stopped doing the singing concerts around town, but nothing that nothing was different.
Where did Jillian live?
She lived just above the shop here.
Can we do you mind if we just go up there for a quick second?
No, not at all. And I think Constable Yakum hears this and says, "Oh, you're going upstairs. I'll come help you. Be happy to go up there and look around with you. That's a good idea." I'm sorry to ask, are you a duodrone or a modron or a tridrone? I can't tell them apart.
That's all right. I'm a duodrone.
Well, I okay. That's I understand. That's the winged one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, here, let me show you up. It sort of takes you guys upstairs, and
I give like a pat on Jack's back. Thank you so much, Jack. Best of all with the store, and we'll try to find out who did this to Jillian. And I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
No, I appreciate, and I promise I'm gonna do this store real good. You wait and see all the business it brings in.
Aw.
Especially with the woodworking convention in town. I'm gonna get all sorts of people here.
It sounds great. Before I go, can I make just like a quick insight check to see if just insight check on Jack.
Oh yeah. I think you determine that Jack is all that he appears to be, if not less.
Fair enough. Wonderful. Okay.
I think you have real doubts about Jack's economic acumen and the way that this might be run.
Fair enough.
You immediately regret your decision.
Yep. Yeah. No. The dread sets in, and then afterwards, River goes upstairs.
As you go upstairs, you're gonna see a small bed. And again, there's everything in the room is still full of Jillian's possessions, and it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. There's a dresser, a bed, and a trunk in it.
What's in the trunk? Can I investigate the trunk?
Yeah, you can. In the trunk, there are several different clothes. There's some receipts on wine that was bought and sold. And there is a hook in which a key would hang, and the key is missing.
Hey, listen, does Jillian usually carry around keys with her? Like, did she have keys to this shop? Did she have them on her?
Well, I mean, like, as a shopkeeper, she probably would. I also wouldn't. It wouldn't be above her to maybe have like, maybe a key to like a wine cellar or something. Hey, Jack, did Jill carry around keys here?
Jack sort of comes running up and says, "You asking about Jillian keys?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jillian had keys to all the back room. I need those keys. Come to think of it, are they in the room?"
They seem to not be on this hook.
Hook.
They should be.
I run back downstairs and check the body.
There's no keys on the body.
Unfortunately.
And I think Jack says, Governor, would you be willing to authorize a payment, say, from the Treasury for me to get the smith to make a new set of keys and locks now that I am the head of this vintners
He
organization?
seems like he might be dumb.
Now, Jack, we are in the middle of investigating the death of your predecessor. So maybe we figure that out first, and then afterwards we find out the next of kin and what they want to do with it, and then we can talk. I understand that I did bestow this title upon you, but I think a lot of things are going around right now, and just want to keep everyone's safety in town our top priority. Eh?
I understand. I would just say, with the death of my predecessor, it is all the more important to have locks.
Once we're done with this investigation, then we can talk. You can just send me a letter, or Yakum, put it in my schedule. We can have a meeting here and figure it out.
Yakum takes Jack downstairs, and Jack is sort of complaining, "Well, I didn't vote for her."
I heard that. He's a good boy, but he's just a little.
What other strange things have been going on in this town? Like specifically?
Boy
So
ain't right.
Yeah. So there have been specifically like the weird predatorial like insect and like reptilian people that have been coming in and about town. I don't know much about it. But there is also as you know, our lovely town is situated in the lovely plain spanning world tree Yggdrasil. And lately some of our Ratatosk residents, those are like the squirrel people who live in this town, have been complaining about decay and entropy in some parts of the trees in which they live. And if it's affecting, the tree, then it must be some dank evil, and that has been sort of the crux of what I've been trying to get down with the past couple of weeks. But if I can recall, and then afterwards, like River starts rubbing her temples again, it's like, but I can't seem to recall anything about it.
Detect thoughts.
Yeah, when you detect thoughts, you see a lot of blackness. You see sort of clear memories, like she was describing, of a squirrel that like to do a lot of backsliding, coming and saying that we have a problem and you need to come investigate, and then like blackness, and then nothing, just pure emptiness.
I'm narrating everything I'm doing because it's weird.
But
so
that's
just so you know, while you were having that conversation, I'm eating pizza.
On this case,
I'm eating cake.
Trying to keep,
I'm tap dancing on vegetables.
The people.
There's lots of other bards here. I'm really attractive. Hi, you want to hear more recorders?
But,
I'm kind of here.
I seem to be hidden.
Come on.
I don't know. It might be just the stress from all the fires and all the stealing and looting and like people.
This also started about 4 to 5 days ago. The not being able to leave or think so clearly or focus.
Actually. Yeah, Quest. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and
Yes.
No, the way I choose to play is yes and.
Cool. I just don't want to be like giving like bad like information.
No, whatever
like,
info you give
incorrect
becomes
information.
canon.
Great.
After
Incorrect information.
after you give that information, let's just do a quick check-in with Bart. What's happening over in your world? And everyone says yes. About this time, the constable comes back up and he says, Mayor Martha, we've got everything situated downstairs. I've set up a perimeter. We've begun an investigation. We're taking interviews from the witnesses. Would you like to return to High Point now, or do you need to stay here longer?
I look to well, I think I've done most of the looking that I can. I'll turn to my new friends. It's like, do you guys have anything else that I guess I can't see?
How long have you been having trouble with your memory?
Well, yeah. I mean, like,
Can you remember?
that I remember. Well, I mean, I've been sleeping quite well, maybe almost too well the past, I guess, like 4 or 5 days ago, which is why, you know, I started doing less patrols around town because, you know, or I don't know if it even is like it is me like doing less patrols around town, or it just everything seems to be in a fog. But I can't seem to recall anything that happened within the past week or so.
How long
And-
have the predator animal people been here, would you say?
Probably about 4. You know, you seem like a smart person. About 4 or 5 days ago. Yeah. And the moment that, come to think of it, the moment that they started, you know, appearing, and a lot of, you know, like,
Are you thinking
doohickey
like
and
like
bad
Harry
hoodoo
Potter,
and what
Voldemort's on the back
started
of her head? Is
happening,
that what's that?
was all about, you know, a week,
Nice.
like 4 or 5 days ago. And I mean, again, it could be like a bunch of stress compounded on me or two, but I think just everything just sort of happened at once, and now I may be getting my years, but I didn't think that it would happen this fast, and I would be forgetting a bunch of things.
I have a question about a spell that I have.
Yeah.
So as a judge, I can smite evil.
Uh-huh.
If I cast that at her, if there's something evil within her, will that be smoted? Or
Well,
that...
smite evil is really used to add to an attack when you are attacking an evil creature. So you can use smite evil against any creature that has an evil subtype: undead, evil, line, dragon, etc., etc.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you live? Where's your house?
Well, I live close by High Point. You know, High Point is the here castle that sort of overlooks the whole town, and I just live in like a little cottage next to it. I mean, like, I like castles and all, and you know, it comes with the position and the mayoral status, but I'm a more humble person myself, and I kind of just like a small space myself. So I live up here in a small cottage next to High Point. So in fact, why don't we all head over, like, if you all are done looking around, why don't we all head on over to High Point and settle down and continue figuring some stuff out.
Love it.
Zinc follows her.
All right. So you guys leave the vintners And when you get into the streets, it's right outside sort of the court square. You can see down to the court square. There's lots of flags and banners that say WoodCon all over, and there's a lot of people dressed like trees, and some of them are with sort of bark skin. There's a lot of people carrying wooden items, wooden figurines, a lot of people covered in sawdust with big beards walking around. You are going to move away from this and you head up towards High Point. When you get to High Point,
WoodCon is this plane's foremost wood convention.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean, everyone knows you go to Yggdrasil, I think, for WoodCon. You would know that that's definitely the place to go. As you approach High Point, like I said, it's built in. There is a huge sort of outer gate that opens up. You come into a lobby and a gate room, and another gate opens up, and there's a large set of steps heading up to the great room. From the side, you can see that there are several rooms built along the side of the trunk, and then rooms sort of built in that have been carved inside the trunk itself. You move through the gate room itself. The gate room, when you walk in, you see a large sort of portcullis and several different posts hanging over there. There is a table in the middle, and there are two walls on either side that lead to two rooms. You're going to see guards standing guard. Past the table, there is another gate, a smaller gate that goes over the stairs.
I just pooped, but it just came out more pizza.
Leading up into a main room as soon as you come in. Yakum has taken you this whole way, and as you come in, Yakum says, "Welcome to High Point. If the governor says you're all right, then you're all right with me. I'm happy to trust you all here. It's a pleasure to have you here. And may I ask your names before I take you upstairs, please?"
Bonk.
Yeah, the orc. Okay, you're Bonk. Yes, all right. And
Half orc.
and the Duodrone, I'm glad to make your acquaintance.
Zinc Gadinka.
Oh, Zink Gadinka. Oh, very nice to meet you, Zink Gadinka. Very nice. And are you a Lillend? Do my eyes deceive me?
They do not.
Oh, well, and what's your name?
Delina Lunamantle, and I just take like my tail and I like brush my hair out of the way with my tail as I say it.
Well, it is a real pleasure to meet you, Delina. Please, where is that coming from?
We have a friend who is just taking a quick happy break. And I'm communicating through this just to make sure he's okay.
Well, that's all fine. Why don't you go upstairs? Zing, would you like me to show you around down here, the way the gate works, or any of these rooms, or anything like that?
Yeah, I would love to.
All right, it would be my pleasure to do so. So, they, Bonk and Delina go upstairs and into the room with River Moth, and Zink, you remain downstairs. Zink, as soon as they get up the stairs, both the main portcullis drops as well as the other gate in front of the stairs closes as well. And an evil smile spreads across Knockum's face.
I got a 14.
And he says, "Well, little Duodrone, ain't it fun to be you?" And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Yeah. I knew he was too nice.
Hey.
15.
15 for Zink. Okay.
Natural 1.
Ooh, that is not great.
I'm just in a haze. And I'm taken aback that how can my right hand man and my constable do this to me?
Well, I think you would it just sort of closed around you,
Yeah.
and it's sort of surprising as these things closed. What did you get for your initiative there,
Me?
Angel? Yeah,
Oh, total?
your initiative roll. Yeah.
I got a natural 1, so
Oh.
with my dexterity 0, so it's 1.
Oh gosh. And what did you get, Delina?
Got
Never get fired at.
12.
Okay, and what about you, Bonk?
Also 12.
12. Wait, did you just say what you got, Keith? Okay, Zinc, you're gonna get the first move.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
go
what
ahead.
you have in this room, by the way, is you have 2 guards and you have Yakum.
Okay. I'm going to take my longsword.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to go ahead and smite evil at Yakum.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take a swing, and then I'm gonna fly up real high.
Okay, so as soon as you fly up, go ahead and roll to hit with that.
It's at will.
Oh, it's at will, so it doesn't matter. Whatever you do, it's going to get through.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and I also have booming blade at will.
Wow. Okay, that's going to work. And tell me how much damage you do.
Wow.
How much damage you do with your smite evil?
Smite evil, he gets 2d8, 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay, good. That is, yeah, that's gonna go through, and I'm gonna say that it actually doubles when you do radiant damage against Yakum. So it sort of cuts him tough. And what you're going to notice above you is that there are 4 holes above your head. There are 4 holes cut into the ceiling above you as you start to fly up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like avoid those holes.
So you're flying on the top, but you're avoiding the 4 holes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're flying up in the air. Now it's not that high a room, so it's only like you're only getting, maybe let's say 12 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next thing we have is, all right. So one of the let's see. There are 2 guards in the room with you as well. Delina and River Moth. You guys have 2 guards with you in this room. I'll put them here. Let's put them at either sort of staircase, so we sort of say where it is. But this has happened as soon as you walked in. Those 2 guards, one of them goes and runs at Bonk, and this is gonna do a as it runs at Bonk, Bonk, the chamber you're in grows 10 times larger than the room that you can see, so it seems huge to you. And at the same time, there is a 18 to hit, which is going to get through Bonk's where are you? There you go, buddy. Bonk's 16 armor, and you are going to take 13 plus 7. You're going to take 13 slashing damage plus 7 psychic damage.
So 20 damage total.
20 damage total. Yeah. And you're in this room that's sort of twice as large.
Big room.
The next creature runs at you, Delina, and Delina, you immediately are transported to an orphanage where there are children all around you. Several of these children run at you, Delina, and start sort of clawing at you. Bonk, it is your move.
Okay, so is the guy up by the chairs who we're attacking?
The guy. Well, yeah. So you're looking at the guy. No, the guy right next to you. But
Okay.
in this room you're in, this guy is about 50 feet away.
Okay. Can I get to him?
Come on, Miss Hannigan.
To attack him, or can I try to use intimidating presence?
You cannot move 50 feet and attack in one round.
Gotcha. Then I will head towards him in my attempt at 50 feet, and I will go as far as I can while still being able to use intimidating presence.
Okay. So you can move with your 60 feet if you dash. And if you're going all this way, talk to me about intimidating presence.
I can frighten a creature that I can see within 30 feet. If it can see and hear you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, DC 8, or be frightened until the end of your next turn.
Okay, great. So yeah, so you're gonna try that, and all right. So you have intimidating presence as you move towards it. Delina, it is your move.
Recapping, I'm in an orphanage surrounded by children clawing at me.
Yes, you're in an orphanage surrounded by children who are clawing at you.
Terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Can I try to just put them to sleep?
How are you going to put them to sleep?
I have a spell called sleep. It involves a lot of math that I don't know how to communicate.
Okay, great. Sleep. Let me look at your character sheet for just a second and pull this up so we can see what you've got here. So you're gonna use sleep. Are you gonna use sleep at which level? You can use sleep up to a 5th level spell if you'd like.
I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna go with the 5th level.
Okay.
There's a lot of them.
So you have characters within 20 feet of you, so you're gonna probably put all the children to sleep. Yeah. Okay, roll a 5d8 for me.
Okay.
5d8.
Okay, I don't have no bonuses or advantages or anything, right? Just regular d8.
Yep, 5d8 on your sleep. That's going to determine the hit points of the characters you can put to sleep.
Do you want the total or the individual?
The total, just the total.
14, 19, 26.
Okay. Some of the children seem to go to sleep, but some do not. Others continue to sort of angrily fight you. Okay. Now, down where you are, we have the 2 soldiers. One of these soldiers, this is with you, Zinc, is going to take a crossbow, and they are trying to shoot you with the crossbow. The first is a 10. That does not get through even your less armor, Zinc, of 13. That doesn't get through. But it gets 2. It can also do a melee weapon attack. It jumps up on the table, and it has a 5-foot reach. That does get through. Zinc, that is going to do 6 points of damage. And the other veteran also tries to hit you with a crossbow attack. Its crossbow, it fires. It also does not get through. It jumps up and does a short sword attack that does get through. And so you take 12 points of damage from that attack. Above you, in the room you're in, I think you would see that there is arrows going down through the bolts, but they can't. You've positioned yourself so that you can't be hit by those murder holes, Zinc, which was pretty smart of you flying up there. Now the constable Yakum himself takes a spear out and throws a spear at you. That is a 9. It misses and going away. So then it does a battle cry, and that battle cry is going to give the others advantage. River Moth, it is your move.
Okay. Yakum, how can you do this to me? Why can you do this to me? Or actually, you know what? Like, Yakum, get yourself together. What is going on here?
Zink's gonna yell, I don't think this is Yakum.
Fair enough.
Bonk very confused.
Is Delina like just not in the room anymore?
No, Delina's in the room. So the room you're in, there are several gates. The lobby room, the gate room is completely closed in by both a portcullis to the outside and a gate to the stairway. Your room has stairs going down and stairs going up. What you see is your two guards fighting Delina and fighting Bonk Bernstein.
Great. And how close am I to Zink and Delina?
To Zink, Zink's far away. Zink's way down at the bottom of the stairs. So
Okay.
Zink's way down between the gates. You can't really get to Zink. You are 30 feet from Delina and you're 30 feet from Bonk.
Okay.
You moved immediately to your throne in the center of the room.
Great. I'm gonna take my movement 35 feet to get sort of next to whichever guard was the one that seemed to like hit. Does Delina look like she's sort of like in a daze right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go to whichever guard looks like the most magic looking one, or basically like
I think you would also notice that Bonk is running in place.
Again?
Great. Wonderful. Do I see any of the guards in this room seem to be like casting magic or anything?
Yes, both of the guards in this room are focusing strongly, and one of the guards is Radal Wim. I think you would recognize is sort of a Githzeri, and the other guard is Ozyman, which is a sort of human guard that you know about, and they both seem to be looking intently at Delina and at Bonk.
Okay, respectively.
Yes, one of each.
I'm gonna go up to the one that's closest to me. So would that one be the one that's focused on Delina, or is the one?
Yeah, either they're equidistant. You go to either one.
Okay. I'll go to the one that's focused on Delina then.
Okay.
And then afterwards, what's his name?
The guard?
Yeah.
Radal.
Like Radal is like, I'm like, I don't know if this is you or if it's you in there, but I'm sorry for this. And I take out my great axe and I'm going to get a little hit on this guy. And you know what? I'm gonna add a divine smite on top of it.
Okay, so you go and you take on Radal with divine smite.
Yes.
Roll. Do you still need to roll to hit with that?
Yes, I roll to hit, and then afterwards, if I hit, then I add on the divine.
Okay, great. What do you roll to hit?
Let me check. I can't check any. Like, I can't equip anything. So I'm doing this math in my head. Like I can see the equipment, but I can't actually equip it.
I see. So, I think
so. Basically, you were Talia before we broke them.
All right. So let's see.
Ooh,
so
can you do that for me too?
So you've got your chainmail, your great axe, your halberd, and your javelin. Yes, I can. And now, so your great axe is a +7 to hit, and was the 1d12 +3.
Great, thank you so much. Okay,
yes, Delina,
I'm gonna do. If I stand sort of in the middle of the two, no. I'm just gonna go take a great axe to it.
Yeah.
And I'm going
no
to.
Room for
also,
Delina, all you have is a longsword and a lute. You're already completely.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna do a great axe. I'm also gonna look at. Well, I'm gonna yell out loud. It's like, well, separating us. But I think Zink here is gonna. But everyone else, stay close to me. And you guys notice that I sort of have like, sort of like a civic duty, like, sort of aura coming off of me. So, basically, if you stay close to me, you're gonna get benefits.
We needed to bring in another civic-minded leader into the campaign.
Yeah.
So now that is Angel.
That's going to be a total of 22 to hit.
That definitely gets through.
Okay, so it's gonna be d12 plus. Yeah, let's throw a divine. Yeah, let's throw one divine smite. Level 1 divine smite on that. Actually, you know what? Level 2 divine smite.
Okay.
Actually, yeah,
Level
no,
2
it
smite
really
evil.
isn't.
Yeah.
Let me hold on. Let me just check something.
That's a 2d8. Yeah. If you do level 2, it's 2d8.
Yes, yeah, 2d8. Well,
No, wait, 3d8, right?
3d8, 3d8.
3d8, yeah.
Might as well do it. That's going to be 22 points of damage.
Plus the 12, right? Or total?
Yes, plus. Oh, sorry. 22 points of damage
34.
plus 12 is
Yeah.
20.
34. Yeah.
34. Yes.
That significantly damages this creature. And I would
He's
say
not down?
Radal, no, it's not knocked down, but Radal Whim does disappear. And you're going to see a glimpse of a creature unlike any you've seen before, a ghostly apparition that is at least somewhat non-corporeal with a wispy, translucent body that seems to have no constant form. The only thing solid about the creature is its head, which, while somehow giving the impression of festering decay, is almost entirely concealed underneath a garish mask. The jester-like visage portrays a sinister leer that shows no joviality, a mockery of the countenance it flaunts. So that's what you're looking at right now, River.
Great. Does my divine smite does radiant
No,
damage?
it's Bart's
does it
turn.
do anything extra or no?
Yeah, it is.
turn.
It is.
Okay.
It is vulnerable to radiant damage. So you
Now.
did 22 damage.
So I did 22 damage. Okay, here's what.
34.
30. Well, you did
34
22.
total.
22 divine smite. Oh, your sword does 12
Okay.
plus radiant. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So here's the math that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. We're gonna do. Do you want to double the divine smite?
Yes, double the divine
Okay.
smite.
So 12 plus math. Yay. D&D. Welcome to D&D. 12 plus 19 times 2, which is 38. So 40 43 total points of damage.
Wow. So it's only a few it's so it's damage. It's not, it is, I'm going to say this is enough to sort of knock it prone too.
Great.
Okay. Zinc, we're back to you. Wait, what's Bart doing? Yes, let's go to Bart. Bart, what are you doing?
Okay.
Also,
Zink,
I'm not done with my turn
aim
because
your
I only
wrist at
attacked
the bad
once,
guy.
and I can attack twice.
Okay.
Oh
And
my
Bart
god. All right.
chain lightning
go ahead.
into his wrist.
Before we go, after hitting that,
Which
that
in
one,
Bart's
does it
heaven
seem to,
will
lose
totally
its
work.
Concentration on whatever is
Yes,
holding.
it definitely does. I'm going to say at that point you realize Delina that it was all an illusion. There are no children around.
Damn
You're,
right
in
I
fact,
am.
in the main room of
Damn
High
right.
Point.
It's my heaven, Wes.
I think you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All I did was curse a really bad word. You can imagine it.
Okay.
And then
I don't know
I'm
if
going
because it's at
to,
will. I don't think I have a spell save.
smack him.
I'll
I mean, like with my extra attack, I'm gonna smack him one more time.
Well,
Okay.
that's not fair.
Okay, go ahead. What's it?
Um,
Give me your to hit.
Oh, come on.
I'm in heaven. I'm super smart in
Oh,
heaven.
That's not great. That's a 10.
That does not get through.
Okay,
All right.
that's fine.
16.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Bart.
Got it. Yes.
Yes.
That's not heaven.
You're trying
which,
to
of
cast
course,
chain lightning through
which
a
breaks
radio connection.
which
plain
breaks the
radio
illusion
connection.
that everything is perfect, and Bart realizes it's all fake and walks out the door.
Roll a roll. Let's see. Why don't you roll a spell save on this?
Either way, I'm walking out that door.
Make an intelligence save. That's a
Great.
spell casting
He's
modifier.
in heaven. How could you make him roll a save?
Go ahead. Roll your intelligence. That is not going to do it. So when you cast chain lightning, what you have done instead
Well,
is
including
you
my
have
-3
fried
wisdom, I got
the
a 12.
bracelet of Zinkadinka.
No.
On the other side, it completely just sort of shorts out and fries and electrocutes, and you have lost your ability to communicate with Bart.
Yes!
Brutal.
Staircase!
Oh, yours still works.
I can save it. I'm a duo drawer and it goes in my drawer.
Hello? I'm in a place where I don't
think
know
what
where
happens-
I am.
Is you hear Mo say, "Bart, what are you doing? I'm falling.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
walked off the world tree, and
I'm
I
just gonna
need your
walk around and
help."
look through doors until I hear you screaming.
Okay, I'll let you chance. Do another wisdom save.
Oh man.
You gotta do another wisdom saving throw.
Is the bracelet or Zinc? Zinc is not within 10 feet of me, right?
Zinc is not within 10 feet.
Happily.
Never mind.
I am an artificer, however, so I'm going to fix that bracelet.
That's true.
Oh my god.
That's enough.
Oh.
That's enough. You are
Hey.
able, I'll say you are able to do another wisdom save because the bracelet broke, and you can now walk out the door into the infinite staircase. You now have no freaking clue where you are on the infinite staircase. And the only one you can communicate with is Magister Thalia.
Who's not here?
And Thalia is again saying, "I'm falling, Bart. I'm falling." I don't know where I am either. I just see a tree screaming past. Okay, I'd love nothing better. From that, let's go to Zinc again, and then we will check on every time we have Bart's turn at another door that they're through. Get your D100s out if you have them.
Well,
All right, Zinc, what you gonna do?
all right. I'm still flying above these guys.
That's right. You're flying above. You're seeing things going through the murder holes. You're able to successfully stay away from that. They two of them are on the table, sort of right beneath you, trying to hit you.
Okay. Are they anywhere near the murder holes?
They are near the murder holes. Yes. They aren't directly underneath them though.
Can Windwall scoop them up and press them against the holes?
I'm gonna say yes because it's such a good idea.
Great. All at 3rd level Windwall.
Hey.
Yeah, you can definitely. A strong wind rises from the ground, 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick. You can shape it in any way you choose. So that is enough to sort of turn it if you want it.
Yep. I'm going to turn it to scoop it under them and press them up against the murder holes.
Woo!
Okay, each of them is going to make a strength saving throw, and it's going to be a save. I believe it's going to be a save against your intelligence check.
I think it's a
16
against my modifier.
Yeah, your modifier. Is that a
19.
16? 19? Wow.
You're smart.
All right. Well, that's where all of Zinc's skills are. Nope. I don't think any one of these. Nope, none of them get through. So first of all, you are able to do. Why don't you roll? You're doing wind wall at a level what? Third level? 3d8 damage?
Yep.
Okay, give me 3d8 damage and tell me what you've got.
On each one of them, or only on?
No, just do 3d8 once, and I'll apply it to all. None of them made the strength saving throw, so.
13.
All right, great. 13, and they are all also pressed up against it. So if they want to get out, they're going to need to do another strength saving throw to get out. You can last I think, how long does this last?
Concentration up to a minute.
Right. So if you don't do anything else, you can just keep doing this, and they're going to have to make a strength save to try to get out of it.
That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you want me to?
No. So you've done that. You've pushed them up against it, and now we're back in the realm of upstairs. So you used your action to do the wind wall and push them up. All right. So the two upstairs we have. Radal Whim has been revealed to be some other creature, and Ozyman is still there. Radal Whim takes this time to sort of get its concentration back. It doesn't get a move. It's not longer Radal Whim. It's something else now. Ozyman, who's still there, does have a chance with you, and Bonk, you are suddenly falling. A trap opens up underneath you, and you are falling through an endless void. And right before you fall through this endless void, you do take some damage. Let's see. You are going to take +6 to hit. You take 20 more points of damage.
I'm not doing so good.
Nope, you're at 23 points of 109
Yes, I am.
total hit points. And
Oh my goodness.
you're falling through an endless void. What do you do?
I fall, I guess. Not much to do while I'm falling.
No.
I can I guess I can sort of scream.
Yeah, all you can do is scream because you're in this endless void. And Delina, at this point, you will notice Bonk next to you just sort of standing and flailing their arms in the air and screaming loudly.
And
Bonk falling.
Oh dear. Can I see, where am I in relation to the person casting that on him?
They're right next to you. I mean, they're right across from you.
Okay, like I'm within however many feet. Not.
Oh,
very
you're
many,
within like 15 feet.
Okay, great. So many spells that are just about playing. I'm going to. He's a humanoid. I don't know. He's a weird ghost creature, right? Technically.
Yeah, I don't think you would.
But would one if
wait, one of them, one is you're clear as a weird ghost creature. The other is a humanoid. The other is a humanoid that you know, a sort of wizard that you've had employed as a guard for years.
Okay, I'm going to cast Charm Person on both of them, and try to get them to. I'm going to try to get the one that's like getting his stuff together to just like give up, and the other one I'm going to get to stop casting this evil spell.
All right. So you try Charm Person on these creatures, and it doesn't. Let's see. Go ahead. They have to make a Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
As you cast Charm Person, it doesn't seem to have any effect on them at all.
Man.
At the same time, two more of your guard sort of run down the stairs during this point. So coming down the stairs is a sort of night owl guard that you know as McCaddy, and also no, I guess that's it. Just a night owl guard that you know as McCaddy sort of runs down the stairs and says, "Is everything okay? Is everything okay?"
Does it
No.
seem
Falling.
There's a whole shit show situation happening over here, pal.
Oh, let me see if I can help. And it sort of puts its hands together, and immediately you are both you are transported, River Moth, into a jungle.
What?
You're
Dang
teleported
it.
away into a jungle. We jump back down to Zinc. These creatures are now trying to get out of your wind wall. They're trying to do a strength saving throw, and each one of them. Oh, one of the
Wait, are you
guards
skipping over
is
my turn?
whose turn? Delina?
Or no. River.
River, we haven't gotten to your turn yet.
Never mind. I'm sorry.
We'll get to your turn in a second.
Yeah.
We haven't got to your turn yet. So
Yeah.
the one of the guards is able to push their feet against the wall and sort of make a
You
strength
just
check
won a
and come
persuasion
at
saving
you,
throw against what real
Zinc,
life.
with the longsword, and they are making 2 longsword attacks. One of which gets through, and it is going to do 8 slashing damage to you, Zinc. So you take,
Okay.
you're now down to 44. Then we have
He won against the strength check. He won against a 19.
yeah, he got a 20.
Ooh, nice.
And the John also tries to get through with its strength check, and John is not. They're still pushed up against it. Okay, that brings us to you, River Moth, who are in a jungle with beetles crawling all over your body.
There was no saving throw for this just being thrown into the jungle.
You can do. You want to try to do an intelligence save?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, try a intelligence saving throw.
All right.
Is
I'm sorry, it's a wisdom saving throw, not intelligence. Wisdom.
saving throw.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
is the guy still pressed up against the murder hole, getting murdered by the murder hole at all?
Well, I haven't gotten to where they would be shot yet.
21.
21, you successfully break out of it, and you realize you're not in the jungle at all, and that McHattie, the night owl, is sort of looking at you and doing some sort of spell on you.
It's gonna take more than that to take me down, and I'm reckoning that you're either McHattie or you're either McHattie got some hoo-ha done on you, or you're not McHattie at all. In which I'm just gonna take a couple of you down. I'm still next to the what used to be Rattle, right? Like he's still like up, right?
Yes, Rattle. What used to be Rattle is right next to you. Yep.
Yes. So I'm just gonna take another swing at him.
All right. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's nice. That's gonna be a 25.
That gets through.
All right. And it's just gonna be 1d12. Give me a second. Gonna be 1d12 plus 3. Oh, dear God. That's gonna be 6 points of damage, right? Yeah.
6 points of damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And is that radiant damage?
No, just normal ass damage.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
right.
you know what? I'm gonna throw a divine smite on it. I'm gonna throw level 1 divine smite on it.
Another one? Another
Yep.
level 1? All right. Oh, no,
I've
this
got
first
them.
one.
I've
Yep.
got them. I'm gonna use them.
You got him. Great.
So that's 4 radiant damage doubled, which is 8. So another 8 radiant damage
This
total.
as soon as you
Eight
hit
damage.
it,
Yeah.
it sort of evaporates. Only this sort of skull drops to the ground, rolling around as all of the whatever life force was in it, the animation that was keeping it going disappears from it. And that one is completely gone.
Wonderful. I'm going to use my who's within. Hold on, let me check something really quickly. I haven't played a paladin in a very long time.
It's only when someone makes you play a paladin as a guest star you would ever choose this.
But here's the thing, like they're good. You just have to know how to use them. God, where's that channel divinity? Sorry. Who's within 30? Who's within 30 feet of me?
There are 2 guards. So you have Ozyman is within 30 feet.
I mean
Mikati.
allies. Allies.
Both Delina and Bonk are within 30 feet, and Bonk is still, screaming, falling in place.
Cool. That Bonk is still physically there. So,
yes, it looks like he's in the first class of his undergrad conservatory acting training program.
Doing Suzuki in the corner. I am going to use my channel divinity, and I'm gonna use Inspiring Smite.
Well, I'm assuming that everybody's through a different door. So I'm just gonna go to the nearest door and call out for my buddies.
I'm using channel divinity, and I can distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you. I'm gonna roll 2d8, and I'm gonna distribute them equally amongst. So these are temporary hit points.
Oh wow! 2d8 temp hit points for both Delina and Bonk.
Yes, and that's a
split
72, equally
folks.
between
it's a
them.
72.
So that's a total of 8 temporary hit points. So I'm just gonna give 4 to Delina and 4 to Bonk.
Okay, great.
And then I still have one more attack, so I'm gonna run over to the other one that's like right near the one that was controlling basically Bonk.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna smack him.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
Oh yeah. Are you cold?
It sort of backfires on yourself, and you give yourself 2 points of damage.
Great. Okay.
Bart, what's happening?
First off,
with
I gotta
you?
ask Talia.
You have walked out of the door, and you are now inside of the infinite staircase.
Like a nice warm plummeting. Okay. Okay, I'll go to a different door.
The nearest door, everything needs sort of roll a D100.
I look for a temperate door.
A 72. Okay.
It's not not too hot.
This this door needs a
door.
key.
Okay.
It looks dark and cold. You've come into a very cold,
probably not good. 13.
Scary
That's not terrible.
door. It's sort of icicles all around you, and there's a sort of winds and howlings coming. And you're gonna have to use a key if you want to open it up. What key are you gonna try to use to open it up?
Oh, I'm gonna be a fart hound.
No, I'm not cold. It's very warm here. It's actually a nice spring day.
Farts.
I'm falling.
They've saved us.
Yes. I'm plumbing. I don't think it's cold here. Okay. As you walk away, the howling winds start to sort of slowly die down. You move up to a staircase to a different door. All right. A temperate door? All right. I'll let you do that. Why don't you roll a perception check? I'm gonna say that as you move one way, you start to smell the remnants of some of Bonk's flatulence along some of the staircase railings, and you take a fart out. You can kind of follow it to where he went. All right, you're gonna have to do 3 perception checks over 10 to get there. Okay, Zinc, we're back to you. Are you gonna keep your concentration going?
Have they been damaged? Are they being damaged at this, or
they are receiving bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, it's 13 every time.
Well, you can roll again. It would be another bludgeoning damage for them.
Okay.
So if you wanted to keep it going, I would again let you roll 3d8.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep doing that.
All right, so there's 2 of them that are trapped up there, 1 that has escaped.
Oh, one escaped. And
Mhm.
he had... What a jerk. Where's he?
The one that escaped is on the table.
Okay. I'm going to... How far away is he?
Maybe 5 feet.
Perfect. I am going to attack him with my longsword using booming blade.
Okay, that's gonna lose concentration.
Yep.
Okay.
So on the hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of my next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, they take 1/8 thunder damage and the spell ends, except they take 3/8 thunder damage because I'm at that level.
All right, great. So you're gonna get you try to hit it with booming blade, and it will take 3d8 thunder damage on it to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
What am I hitting the to hit?
Yep, do the to hit.
Ooh, what's my modifier on that? 14?
That does not get through. So you swing and you're unable to do it, Zinc. But also the other 2 fall to the ground. And I'm gonna say when they fall to the ground, they both take 5 points of bludgeoning damage in that fall.
I did 2 attacks on each move.
Yep. Okay, go ahead.
Do it again. Try again. At Mr. Ooh, nice. That's a 22.
That gets through.
Great. So it's 3d8. 1, 2, 3. 13 total.
13 total damage.
Yeah, and he's in a... And if he moves 5 feet, he takes another.
He's basically prone. Okay. Next to you, Delina.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's dead. So one's dead, can't do anything. Actually, and you're attacking this one over
it's like me
here
at a
to the
non-equity
right,
dance call back in the day.
River Moth, the
I'm
one that's been going at
enthusiastic, but
Bonk,
I'm
turns away.
dangerous.
Bonk, you realize where you are, and River Moth,
not falling.
you are now teleported to a dance party. There's Aarakocra everywhere. There's sort of dancing lights going.
The line
There's
clears out once I'm in
techno lute playing. It's awesome. You know, you're at a table with a bottle of champagne and vodka. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Dance.
River's just like I don't like this kind of people. This is not my crowd. And I can only make a save on my turn, correct?
That's right. You can only make a save on your turn. While you're at this dance party, some people sort of come up to you, and as they come up to you, they're sort of dancing very closely, and you end up actually taking 20 points of damage from them because they're just sort of pushing up against you so much, and that's going to bring you down to 64 hit points.
Wonderful. Oh. Just
Not
Yes.
only hurting yourself, you're hurting others.
other people, just like, or just like
Danger
people
to himself and others.
people on the EMC like waitlist line trying to make their way into the dance hall. Yeah.
Bonk, you are freed now. You can see what's going on. River Moth is sort of like uncomfortable in a room, sort of moving around, hands over there.
She's just saying nope, no over and over again. He's like, nope, nope, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no.
So I'm not stuck in the dance party.
You are not. You can see, and you can see right in front of you. There is
There's no bottle service
a
in
sort
hell.
of human wizard focused in very intently on River Moth.
Great. I take my short sword and attack.
Okay, go ahead with it to hit.
$16.
That gets through. How much?
7 points of damage.
All right, great. So you're able to do that. And Bonk, you get 1 attack or 2 attacks?
It says like attack 2 attacks per action, so I can attack a second time.
That's right.
Great. Can I swing my short sword back to the direction, or do I have to use a different attack?
No, you could swing. You could do 2 attacks with your short sword if you want.
Great. This time I rolled an 18.
That gets through.
And I did 9 points of damage.
That's enough to break free River from the dance party spell.
Ooh.
River also goes, dang it, I should have grabbed that bottle of champagne. I really needed it.
Champagne not real.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I understand. But thank you for that. Thank you for that, Bach.
All right,
I think you're
Delina.
onto something with the counter charm.
It's up
I
to
think
you
that's
now.
smart.
You are freed, but it does look like someone is coming towards you. There is another sort of creature running down the stairs towards you very intently.
Are they within 5 feet of me? Is anyone
They
within
are
5 feet of me?
no,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are.
exactly. To
I'm
charm.
gonna say
Well, because
15 feet away.
It's not frightening.
Okay.
It's
Would we say
definitely
that,
charming.
that the
Also,
people
I rolled
going through these hallucinations were
wisdom
being
on watching
charmed?
West.
Is that how we would
It's
describe
definitely a
this?
charm.
This is a yes, no, or maybe.
Because I want
think
to
I can't tell you.
I
that
want to
information.
use counter charm on all of us in the room.
But
if it
I
doesn't
can't
count
tell
as a
you
charm,
that.
then that's a waste.
Yeah. I can't say.
You can't tell me.
Mm-mm.
There's no insight check into the DM.
You no.
Literally all my spells are just like about making plants grow and then identifying magic items. So which is fabulous.
Yeah, I think so too.
You think I should just try it? But what if it's not a charm?
I mean, aren't they animals? Aren't they animals?
But they clearly are these ghost beings using powers to charm us into or frighten.
Always does.
The charm us into saying things.
Okay, so we're gonna do counter charm. And I can do it on any friendly creature that's within 30 feet.
All right. And let's see. So you're gonna cast counter charm. What do we have here? So, what level are you casting this at? Oh, you're pretty high level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can cast counter charm at 6th level.
Let's do it, baby.
So you're gonna use a musical note. You're gonna start to sing a song to disrupt mind influencing effects. What you're gonna do is actually start a performance, and then during this time, any creatures are gonna have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. So they're gonna have to do a saving throw. But and what is this performance going to look like, Kimberly?
It starts in the tail. just like a slow, gentle, writhing, like a mesmerizing motion in the tail. And then it moves sort of to the arms. And it's a lot of, it's a lot of eye. It's a lot of like, oh, what does it mean? What does it do? And I feel the spirit of the recorder behind me. I remember Bart the Basher's incredible music when we first met. And I just let out a little.
I'm not sure if any of you have ever seen Bob Fosse playing the snake in the 1970
Yes.
production of The Little Prince, but that's exactly what you're describing right now.
That's literally what I'm doing. And because I am also literally a snake.
All right.
And then I take a little hat and I go, that jazz at the end.
Yes.
Lindy is wearing just a little hat.
One little hat.
All right, that's definitely gonna work. Okay. So you guys are gonna get advantage on your saving throws against that. Now we're back to Zinc. All these soldiers now are no longer prone by your wind wall. So they're all going to get an attack on you. And remember, you're not far enough in the air. It's only 12-foot ceiling where they can't reach you if they're standing on the table with a 5-foot attack. With a 5-foot reach, I mean.
Do I get a reaction?
You do not.
Damn.
So you're going to take a lot of hits here. You're going to take on the first, they're doing 2 longsword attacks, and both of those get through, which mean you are taking 16 points of damage. Zinc, yeah, that's taking you down to 28. The next one comes up and sort of, as they're attacking you, I'm going to say that you hear them saying, you were right, John, what you told us about these duodrones. They can't be trusted. We're here. We're going to save River Moth. You sort of hear it screaming that as it attacks you. And this, only one of their attacks gets through. So you take another 8 points of damage. And then one of the night owl that has run into the room has finally made it up to you, Delina. And Delina, I need you to do a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Great.
Did the guy under the booming blade move?
Oh, yes, he did. And that, how much damage is that?
1d8.
Roll it for me.
And also, Delina, make sure to add +1 because you're in my aura. She's within 10 feet of me, right? You get a +1 to all saving throws.
What's that 1d8, Sarah?
That's a 7.
Okay, great. And all right, what, Delina, do a wisdom save.
9?
9, that's with advantage?
Yep.
No. You are now teleported underwater. You cannot, you are afraid to open your mouth.
Oh, wait. I rolled
breathe.
the wrong dice. I totally rolled the wrong dice.
Okay. Let's see.
I was like, how is that number so low? Let me roll again. Sorry.
Rolling.
Okay. That's a 22.
Okay. The water sort of bloods out. It's really just humid.
There you go.
It's a misunderstanding. You are unable to be hallucinated, but this creature is still going to try to attack you with its claws. It reaches out with these claws from under its cloak. The claws seem almost non-corporeal, but as they start to reach towards you, they do become corporeal, and it's going to hit you, and you are going to take 20 points of damage from that. You're now down to 23 hit points, Delina. Zinc, you are with John Knockham, Constable Yakum. Yakum runs over, picks up its spear, and tries to throw its spear at you again. And again, it misses with its spear. So now it takes its great axe and it tries to hit you with the great axe, and the great axe does get through, and that is going to do 11 points of damage. Zinc, you are down to 9 points. River Moth, it's your move.
Okay. Okay. So question.
Mm-hmm.
You made me an Oath of Glory paladin, right?
Yes.
I should be allowed to prepare. I'm looking at my spell list, and I only have 2 spells. Is that right?
You can add more spells.
I was wondering why, because like I
Yes,
was like,
yes, you can.
at
you
the
can,
level
you,
that
you,
I am, I should have more spells.
Yes, you can prepare more spells.
Right. I pulled up the list. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Who's pretty? I mean, besides Zinc, because Zinc is still behind the bars. Correct?
Yeah, you can't get to Zinc.
Okay.
Who's looking really weak on your end?
Can I get hit points?
I mean, Bonk's looking pretty bad. Bonk
Down.
has 23 of 109 hit points.
Plus
And-
plus 4 temporary.
plus 4 temporary.
Oh, right. So I'm actually not at 23. I'm at 4 minus that, or 4 more than that, right?
Yeah.
You have temporary hit, so it's kind of like a mini shield. So like
Right.
when you get hit, you take those away, but that's not like healing you.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
So
should
Delina, yeah, you're at what, 27, I think.
Yes. And then how many more wizard guard people are still in the room?
In the room, there are 2 people with you.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. As an Oath of Glory paladin, I have haste prepared automatically. So I'm gonna take my action to cast haste. And I'm gonna tell you what it does. Now knowing this, I wish I'd cast it earlier, but it's still gonna be fine. So what haste does is choose a willing creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. The target I'm gonna cast it on myself. Until the spell ends, the target's speed is doubled. It gains +2 bonus to AC, so my AC goes up to 18 now for the DM. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws, and it gains an additional action on each of its turns, starting with the turn that it was cast. The action that can be used can only be to attack, to dash, to disengage, hide, yada yada yada. So, I'm gonna cast that on myself. Whichever one. Where's the owl wizard?
The owl wizard.
Which one is closest to me right now?
Let's see. The one that's been attacking Bonk, which is the sort of Ozyman, the sort of human levitating wizard. The owl is about 10 feet away, 15 feet away.
Okay. The owl's been not the owl. The guard's been hit before already, right?
Mm-hmm,
like he's been damaged.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make an attack on Wizzy person.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So let me
On the owl or the human?
sorry, the human.
Great, got it. That's what I thought. Okay, keep going.
Actually no, I'm gonna hit the owl.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hit the owl 17 plus 20 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm. That gets through.
And then 12 plus 3. That's going to be 5 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just normal damage. And
Yeah.
try to hit him again.
I'm sniffing farts.
Okay.
Does the 17
Yeah.
17 does hit.
19.
I'm gonna hit it again with the great axe. Ooh, that's nice. That's going to be.
I mean, there's not a
14
lot of
points
airflow in the
damage.
staircase. So.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I'm gonna throw a divine smite on it.
Okay. That
Level 1. Yes.
go ahead.
So 2d8.
Uh-huh.
That's going
That's
to
the silent
be
ones that stick around longer.
8 total on the die.
Yeah, but it also is vulnerable.
So if it's vulnerable, then it's
Okay, here we go.
16 total.
That
is a
again,
39.
you are
36.
able to to kill it. The thing sort of goes away. A skull drops to the ground. The life force is gone, and one skull is just sort of rolling around on the ground while everything else on this creature has disappeared. That takes us
Talia, is it
to
fishy there?
Bart. Roll a perception check, Bart.
There's no fish. No flying fish.
Okay.
Okay, I'll keep looking.
You're moving your way down. You're
Yeah.
there's not a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things. There's in the staircase.
I don't
There's
know what that
always
means.
something. You always hear a sound of the staircase being worked on, but you never see the people who are working on it. Yes. I need you to roll another D100.
Okay, I'll keep following the farts.
Oh boy.
A 36. Let's see where the 36 gets you. All right, you come to a door. There's a very fishy smell coming from it. This is maybe why you were confused, and you can sort of hear the sounds of ocean. Bart, it's a tree. There is no water around. We're in a tree. No fish. Tree. I think she says, Bart, are you trying to get to us? We came through the portal to Renee, the funereal world. Oh, God. And then she goes into a very long Morgan type description of this, full of footnotes. And as she's falling, she's giving you lots of directions on how to get to this world. It's going to take you a while. All right. And that brings us back to Zinc.
Okay. So I'm understanding this room.
Yes.
There's a gate that I can see through.
You can see through both of them. One leads to Crux, one leads to the staircase going up to the main room.
And that's where everyone else is.
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to go invisible. And then I'm going to use bonus action to Misty Step into the other room.
Great. You go invisible, you Misty Step through the gate into the other room. Okay, fantastic.
They have 9 hit points.
Bonk, it is your move.
I'm gonna slash back and forth with that wizard dude in front of me again.
That one has been killed. So
Okay.
So you now have, there is only one
He's not
creature.
he's not crossed off on here.
Yes, he is now. There's only one creature left in the room, which is the night owl, which is sort of this creature here.
Is it low enough to the ground that I can attack it?
Yes, it is not flying.
Great, then I will attack it.
Okay, go ahead.
Wonk flonk.
Roll it to hit.
Okay, first one is
He's
roll a
died
19.
before. He'll die again.
Okay, that gets through.
This is the first
And that
character Seth's
does
played. You're
4
mistaken.
piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And then the second one, I roll a 22. And that does 8 piercing damage.
Okay. Both of those get through, and you do some damage on all of them. Delina, it comes to you.
Who's hurting and needs help?
Me.
Although I'm invisible, so you can't see me either.
Yeah. Bonk's hurting. Bonk doesn't look so good, and
River's kind of hurt, but River can handle herself.
River can handle it.
Yeah.
And you're not looking so great either, Delina.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm torn, but it feels wrong to use cure wounds on myself. I know I can.
I
But it
mean, put
feels-
your own oxygen mask on before putting on
No.
other oxygen masks.
But I'm just a guest, and Bonk is dying.
Not
Wow.
dying yet.
I think maybe you're the
In pain.
paladin.
I think I'm. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do two things. I'm going to cure wounds on myself, but I'm going to use bardic inspiration on Bonk and inspire him, should he continue to live, to get an extra D10 in his attacks. And I'm going to cure wounds on myself at level, what can I do? Level 5. Why not?
Yeah.
YOLO. So that's 5d8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang. Get it.
Do you add your spellcasting modifier or no? I don't think you do.
Don't think I do.
Are you druid? Is that what it is?
No, I'm a bard.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Either way, no.
Okay. Let's see. No advantage. Blah blah.
Eking
blah.
all the math out as much as possible.
Okay, great. I'm rolling now. Roll. Math. 15. So I give myself 15, which puts me at 42.
That's good.
Almost
You're
up.
you're coming back. If only bardic inspiration increased his bardic ability, would Bonk. He's so happy.
I know. I'm just gonna
Only.
hope it
If
does
only.
something helpful for him. And I say, "You got this, Bonk. You're on
Thank
death's
you.
door, but you're not there yet."
At the bottom of the steps, both of the veterans that you were fighting, one of them was an elf, one of them was sort of a chimpanzee looking creature. I failed to mention that. Are at the door, sort of screaming at you. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Yakum, you didn't tell us duodrones could disappear like that. And Yakum sort of says, "Shut up, you idiots." And then the body of Yakum disappears, and going through, I think you would see, moving right through this gate with Misty Step, sort of just like you did, the Yakum moves through himself, while the other two guards are at the bottom, trapped there, unable to get through. Now we have also let's move him through up to this side, right? Up above, there is still one visage left that you just attacked. It turns to you, and Bonk, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage, thanks to River Moth's spell on you.
And I'm assuming he's within 10 feet of me, so
He is within 10 feet of you.
So +1 to that as well.
Yeah. Roll +1 with that wisdom saving throw with advantage.
With
You get to roll
advantage.
twice. That's for you, Seth.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I was reading it. What do you need me to do?
I need you to roll wisdom saving throw
Thank you. Sorry, my apologies.
With advantage.
with advantage.
With advantage and +1.
So I got a 6. So I got a 16. +1 would be 17.
Yeah. Okay. That succeeds. They are unable to put something on you, but they do try to attack you, and that is going to be this visage. This goes into a multi-attack. It's got another +6 to hit. It does not get through. So you are undamaged. Okay, River Moth, it's up to you.
Okay. How far is fake Yakum from me?
Now he is at the bottom of the steps. from where you are, let's say it's about 55 feet.
Yes, and yes, and
Damn it, I would have to dash to get to him. Would it be worth it? Yeah, no, it's gonna be worth it. I look at it and I go, well, I don't know what you did to Yakum, but you better go and get. And I take an action to dash towards fake Yakum.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull out the great axe and start whamming.
So you get one great axe attack with the action. Go ahead.
Yes. Well, technically two, because of I have, as a level 10 paladin, I get extra. So we're gonna do one
Mm-hmm.
and see if it hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be an 11 on the first one.
That does not get through.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try again. Perfect. That's going to be a 22.
Is your great you're using a great axe?
Yes.
Is your great axe silvered or magical?
Oh no.
That is it goes right through its body without doing any damage at all.
Okay. Great. I can't do any. Let me think.
Because
Even though I hit it, like I technically hit their armor class, can I still divine smite?
oh, if you do divine smite on it, then yes, that would be a magical attack.
Okay, great. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Also, I just noticed this from previous ones, but do I
it's a really good
from
thing
the
you're
previous
here.
Inspiring Smite, I realized that it was a
Really
plus
good news
10
for everyone's
to
survival.
whatever hit points. So you guys, if it hasn't eaten through yet, I technically gave each of you another 5 temporary hit points.
Great.
So technically, the amount of hit points that I could have given you was 2d8 plus my level, which is 10. So just know that that's there. And then for Divine Smite, is this creature or any of the creatures that I've hit undead or fiendish in nature?
Yes. I would
Okay.
this will classify as undead.
Okay, if that's the case, then I actually add an extra d8
Okay, come
on
on,
top of
come
it.
on, come
Yes.
on.
So when I'm hitting him, I'm
Get it
gonna
on the table.
go for the
10,
gold, and I'm
right
gonna
on
use
the
a second
nose.
level Divine Smite.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 3d8.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm gonna have to use electronics for this. This is gonna be 3d8 from the divine level 2 Divine Smite plus another d8 because the person is undead. And then I'm gonna double that because. So.
A bone. Like
Duked.
So are we only counting
Oh,
the divine
okay.
smite damage? Since
Yes, we're
my-
only going to count the divine smite damage.
Okay, so
oh,
that's
true.
22
I mean,
divine
hold
smite
on. I've
doubled,
got to
which is
have
44.
some bonus
Yeah,
things.
is
or-
enough.
I mean, it
So,
depends on how family safe we
what
want to be
was
here. I just need a
Yakum,
minute.
the head falls to the ground, and there is no more to this Yakum. Whatever it once was, it no
Oh,
longer ceases to be.
I got totally. I got plenty of
And
bones.
that brings us to Bart. Now, Bart, roll another perception check.
Yeah, like do I get to choose the bone?
Yay!
All right,
Do I?
Jen, that's enough. I'm gonna say you've able to move through,
Okay.
and
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'll take one of
to
the
a
stupid
door
like bones in
that
my
is
toe.
to the door they went through. But
A little toe
you're gonna
bone. I
hear
don't
in
need
your
that.
in your voice. I think Mo has told you the key to this door is a bone.
One of the middle ones. One of the stupid ones. I don't
a
need that.
bone.
I have a tail. Remember, I'm already a tripod.
Any bone?
Any.
Well, we had children's, but we had the bones of a child, so.
Oh, that's true.
Well, do they need to
grab the
keep it, or do
skeleton
they just
bone
need
on
to
the way out.
stick
Or
a
maybe
bone in the
scalp?
slot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Well, I don't have any blades. I just have bashing.
the key is a bone, which will be taken from you.
No, I've got I've got a little hammer. I've got a flail. I'm gonna. You know what? I think the sharpest thing I have is probably my recorder.
Just
Oh.
just like a limp, like a limp.
I feel like I could just sort of do one of these.
Sure.
Ooh, that's a
Yes,
really
and?
good point.
You're just gonna.
You need the pinky for
Yeah.
stability.
Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna take the recorder, stick it on the stupid one right on the very end, and then I'm gonna
All right.
bash it.
What are you gonna
the
use
little-
to cut off one of
Little tip comes off.
your toe bones?
Aha!
They're gonna
I mean,
keep
I
it.
wrote a novel that had a scene much more horrible than this. So much more horrible than that.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that was not good.
Incredible.
No, it was this the Dead Circle is the now it was the sequel Beneath the Snow that she does that. That was grim.
No.
Dash the recorder so that
What is the recorder made out of?
Yeah.
Is it possible that it's made out of bone?
I don't know how quiet it is because it's going to be
No.
oh my toe.
Wes is like, no.
No, because this is way too good. This is way too good. It's way too good for Bart to lose one of his
Bashed my
phalanges
toe.
in this sort of situation.
What?
I'm gonna say you're successful at this, and a toe just sort of flies off at
Oh.
the door.
No.
It did. That's true. That's in the basement. Oh my God! Yes, the dead zone in the basement was awful.
Where
Wait,
are
dead
you
zone.
guys?
What was the name? Am I gonna?
Hello.
Dead Circle. Dead Circle. Yes. Oh
well,
my gosh.
I thought my friends. I cut off my toe.
Okay. So
where are my friends?
you make it through, and you're in a quiet. Let me show you the. Let me go to the thing.
All right. I will fly to that portal.
Yes. Yes, that's true. You are screaming as you have walked into this environment here. It is a
Aha! I remember.
three
Wood.
wide streets. Oh no, sorry. As you
And
go
farts.
through and into this area.
Yeah, I think there's something about a tree, right? Yeah,
it's a dead world.
We burned down a tree.
It's
Okay, I'll
in
go there.
ruins. There's fallen columns lying alongside marble buildings, and there's jumbles of rocks, beams, and other rubble. And once great cathedrals have become stone skeletons, and august
Sorry.
many-storied structures stand silent as giant tombs. It just sort of echoes, and you don't see or hear anything.
I listen for screaming and fighting. Because chances are we're
Ahead
either
of you
destroying
is
something
a
or being
ruined
destroyed
temple,
by this point in
and
the
at
evening.
the far side you can see sort of another portal. You fly over the town. You sort of hear howling. Maybe you see some sort of flittering of wraiths around. And as you get to the other portal,
Now we're
you can
talking
sort of
full speed.
there's a smell of wood coming through it.
I bashed through towards wherever the screaming is.
You walk through that portal, and you are looking at the city of Crux ahead of you. There's some smoke from a building that was recently on fire.
We're
Right
gonna
next to
we're
you, there
setting up a
is a
Bardus Ex
large
Machina.
a sort of fortress built into the side of this tree inside the treeburg that you are in, and you're right up next to it, next to this sort of fortress. I think you can hear the sound of sort of some people screaming something about a duodrone right between the gates of the palace, the fortress right next to you. You go to the gates of the palace, and through it, it is shut. You can see 2 guards at another gate across to a staircase leading up. Okay. You're unable to get through. We'll put you at the other side of this gate now, for now, and we'll get back to the main room, and we'll put Bart out there. Okay. While this is going on, we are now to use Zinc. I think
Truly.
we might be. Zinc, what you gonna do?
So I'm still invisible.
You're still invisible.
Who's in this room that still needs to be offed?
Well, so in the room you're in, you have successful, or rather, this flying Aarakocra came and successfully killed the whatever the creature that used to be Joachim. There are 2 guards. I think you would assume they are human guards because they can't get through the door at the bottom of the steps, and then at the top of the steps, there seems to be some sort of fighting happening.
Okay. Did these guards say anything, or were they the ones that were saying the nonsense about duodrones?
They're the ones that were saying the nonsense about duodrones, and they're still sort of down there saying it, and they're right at the gate yelling at you.
Great, but they can't see me.
No, they can't see you. Yeah, they saw their master pass through the gate, though.
Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little glyph of warding right in front of that gate on the ground.
Right.
And when anyone steps on it, it's gonna explode.
Great.
And after I do that, I think I'm just gonna keep flying up, see what the commotion's all about.
All right, so you can do that, and I'll say go 30 feet too. So you go up, and you're gonna see Delina and Bonk surrounding this sort of night owl creature, which takes us to Bonk.
Yeah. Bonk attack guy next to him.
Go ahead, Bonk.
First swing, Bonk roll 26.
That gets through.
And Bonk do 5 points damage.
All right. That's gonna
Second
get through.
swing,
Mm-hmm.
Bonk roll 9.
That does not get through.
Balls.
Delina. Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, great. I was just saying, questioning my use of bardic inspiration in this moment, but fine. So I got confused. There's 2 humanoids downstairs, might get blown up if they try to come through. Who's in our room?
One sort of night owl creature, sort of an owl person.
An owl, not a humanoid. Oh
Mhm.
boy. What
Mhm.
is it really do?
That has been casting spells and like making people see woo-woo stuff.
Right. Was this who River tried to act through, but it had to be magical to work?
No, that was Joachim.
It was Joachim. Can one assume it's the same rule, or no? We can hit.
No, you've been hitting these. I think you've been hitting these without that. So I think you would assume there, whatever these creatures are, there's sort of 2 levels of them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that's so stupid. I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna suggest that it just starts punching itself in the face. not killing itself, just lightly punching itself in the face. What happens?
Okay. Let's see. It's going to. What is the wisdom save on that?
That would be 13. That's high.
And it. Let's see. Yep. All right. So you try that. It does not work. At this point, the veterans, the sort of soldiers down at the bottom, they go to the other side. One of them opens up the gate, and they both run in towards you. And how much damage does that cliff of warding do that you set up?
That does 5d8.
Jesus.
And read yeah, go ahead.
I guess I chose fire damage.
Okay. Oh god.
Jesus.
So explosive runes, choice of acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. Yeah, so I think I caused fire damage. That's 5d8. When let's see. Nearly invisible, blah blah blah. You decide what triggers the glyph, yada yada. I did that. Once a glyph is triggered, the spell ends. Explosive runes. When triggered, the glyph erupts with a magical energy in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the glyph. The glyph spreads around corners. Each creature must make a dex save. A creature takes 5d8 fire or whatever I want.
Why don't you roll that 5d8? Tell me how much it is.
Lame. 10.
5d8 was 10.
5d8 was
I got like 3
Yeah.
ones.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Brutal.
Oh.
You might have saved yourself something here because Rivermoth, I need you to do a dex save.
Oh shit.
You are within 15 feet of this glyph of...
At least I have advantage on it, which is fine. So we're gonna see what happens. Thanks to haste. That's a 9.
Oh, that does not get through. So you're
Yeah.
going to take 10 damage, but worse, remember you are in a tree. So all
One
of
in a
this
tree.
fire the people are sort of thrown out. They are thrown away from this, both of the veterans. Each of them is going to take someone in a tree is going to each take 10 points of damage. And you are also going to take 10 points of damage, Rivermoth, but you're in a, your tree, your
Yep.
main part of Yggdrasil has now caught on fire.
We just keep lighting shit on fire, don't we?
Bringing Bart. I'm just channeling Bart. Channeling Bart.
Up here we still have one of these visages, and this visage turns to you, Bonk. And Bonk, I need you to do a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
And +1.
Yeah.
Am I still within 10 feet of him?
First one is a
You are not. No, you're not
10.
within 10 feet of him
Then
anymore.
never mind. Yeah.
So with or without the +1?
Without the +1.
Without it.
All right. I rolled a 9.
Oh, so what happens is that Delina immediately turns towards you, Bonk, and starts attacking you. Comes right at you with these sort of claws that Delina sort of comes out with, and each of those claws is going to do 20 points of
Delina
damage.
attacks me because I failed the throw?
Yeah, that's what you're seeing. Yeah, you're seeing
Oh, that's
that.
what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so you are now down to 3 hit points, I believe. With that,
Should have cured Bonk.
So took another 20.
yeah,
Yeah, fault.
20 points of damage. River Moth, it's up to you. Bonk is at 3 hit points.
All right.
And Delina's at you.
Delina, do I don't see Delina attacking Bonk. I just see
You definitely see Delina not attacking Bonk. You see the
Yes.
visage attacking Bonk and Bonk reacting strangely.
It's
Or
like,
the
okay,
night owl
play it
attacking
safe.
Bonk.
First I yell back at the two guards that were coming in. It's like, hey, is that
To be fair, they
Can I
did
make
set
an
the
insight
tree on
check to
fire.
make sure that they're actually humans?
Sure.
Yeah. That is a 21.
Yeah, I think you
They're
can
just
tell.
normal.
I think you can tell that the way that they, that they're acting, that
Mhm.
they haven't tried to do any illusions on you, that they didn't sneak through the gate, that they seem like they are corporeal humans.
Yes, and so I would know these guards, correct?
You do know them both, yes.
Okay.
Sylvius and Zobzon are their names.
All right, Sylvius Zilbzarm.
Don't throw more
I
wood
don't
on
know what
fire.
Yakum has been telling you, but Yakum here is not Yakum, as you can see. My corporeal form. If you know what's good for you, I want you to go down and go find the fire department and get some people to help start putting out the water here. And I'm gonna finish up stuff up here. And by the way, duodromes are and remember what we said about welcoming everyone here, regardless of who they are. I heard what the mean things that, fake Yakum has been saying to duodromes. Don't go along with that.
Yakum said the duodromes were going to destroy the town of Crux, and if we saw them, we needed to kill them on sight.
Oh, nope. That is fair enough. But right now, what the best thing that you can do is to go get some water and try to get this fire out, or try to get as many people as possible sort of to get this fire out. Can I trust you to do that?
Yes, Governor. We'll go to the dew collectors, and we'll get Sturkhad to bring all the fire and see if we can't get people from WoodCon to come help us.
Yeah. All right. I trust you guys.
But they're all made of
Godspeed
wood.
to
They're
y'all.
very flammable.
Godspeed to y'all.
So I'm going to say you flew through the fire to do that.
I had to fly through the fire to do that.
Were
yell at them?
you going to yell at them from the other side of the fire?
Yeah, I was gonna yell at them.
Okay. That's okay. Then.
Yeah. Would you like me to
go through the fire?
No, yeah.
I mean, I think you would be more successful if you go through the fire. I'm going to say this immediately works. If you're sort of yelling them through the fire, I'm going to make you roll a charisma check. It's going to be a persuasion check, really.
Okay. I'll still do it. I'll do it like outside the fire.
Okay, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a 10.
I'm gonna say 10's gonna get through because you are after all the governor. So
thank you.
I'm gonna say that's good enough. Okay.
All right. Okay. I still have 2 actions, so I'm gonna go over just like I'm gonna deal with you for now. I'm gonna go over to the guy that was dealing with Bond.
Where's the bad guys?
I'm gonna do a good old wackaroo.
All right, go ahead.
That's a 17 to hit.
That gets through.
All right. Would this person be considered undead or
undead? Definitely.
Okay, so I'm just gonna burn through all these spell slots. I'm gonna do level 1 Divine Smite. So that is
No! I was so
2d8
locked and
plus another
loaded!
D8 plus a D12 plus 3.
You have no
Math.
idea what Bart was gonna do!
So, ooh, that's nice. Okay, so that is 2 plus 3, which is 5. And then afterwards, 17, 14 plus 8 is 22. 22 doubled is 44. 44 plus 5.
Does anybody need
Wow,
bashing?
49 points of damage.
49 points of
You
damage.
destroy it. The head
I don't
falls
know how to
on the
do that.
ground.
You want a recorder
Bart,
song?
it's your move. You run into
Recorder, feel
the main
better.
lounge as the 2 guards lift
Recorder,
up the
feel
portcullis to
better.
run out and get help from water.
Yeah.
You see fire on the stairs. Through the fire, you can see your friends. What do you do?
I think they're all gone. Before I end my turn, I'm gonna use my other action to go over to Bonk, and I'm gonna lay hands on him for let's give him 20 hit points.
All right.
Actually,
guys,
30,
you.
just to be safe.
You
30
guys
just
have,
to be safe.
30?
Yeah, 30.
Thank
you guys have defeated all the bad guys.
Don't worry, you'll bonk something else.
I
Bart,
whip around and
Yeah,
Like,
you're
yeah,
on one
hi.
side on the fire. On the other, we have Delina, Rivermoth,
I don't
Bonk,
know what's
and
happening,
Zink.
but I'm
What do you
finally
guys
back.
say,
I'm here.
after this fight's over?
I whip
You'll
my
miss
great
Bond.
great axe around.
I need healing.
Yes, for the love of God, yes.
Incredible.
Actually, Bong, I'm gonna give you 20, and
Bart
then afterwards,
hits it with his.
would you like some
Brittany.
help, Zinc?
Yes.
And I'm gonna give 20, another 20 to Zinc.
You only gave me 20 a few minutes ago,
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
I don't teach it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
But also, just to like
Aha!
spread it out.
Take that, fire!
I take it from your tone of voice, that you were the one that was speaking through the piece of jewelry that
You've
Zinc
never
had
hurt
on
the
them.
tree.
Hi.
Where-
Are things still on fire? Are we around?
Yeah, they're
flames?
still
Yeah,
on
we're
fire.
still on
Definitely.
fire.
Cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know a way out of here, River, that doesn't involve us crossing through flames?
Well, is Zinc around? Zinc is around. Zinc, since you put out the fire so nicely earlier, could you help it? Yeah.
I could indeed. I will hit it with Ray of Frost.
The fire?
No.
Bart sort of the fire does go out with Zinc's ray of frost. Again, it becomes icicles, and then Bart hits the steps and sort of breaks some of your stairs, Rivermoth.
No, what no. Now, hold on. Now, this tree here is not so great. How is the? Yeah. Well, thank you for all your help, y'all. I honestly did not. Yakum has been my right hand man for so long.
Does
I
anybody
honestly
know
could not
where
have
I
seen
could
that
get
coming.
a ridiculously large amount of rosé?
Well,
Maybe look harder.
anyone else is? Do you know if anyone else is
Alright.
under his influence? Because I have a feeling that he's the one who killed your friend Jillian.
Well, understandably so, but I mean, like, if that's the case, I feel like the real Yakum must be around here somewhere, because Yakum has been my right hand man for a couple of years now. So, if this isn't the real Yakum, I'm assuming that this all has to do with whatnot, and I haven't been able to remember for the past like couple of.
I think you would know that the
Days.
barracks are beneath you.
Oh, okay.
Certainly
It's
not.
like, you know
no.
what? Let's go. Let's head on. I'm
could do
trying
a
to think
song.
of like where people would be. Let's head on down to the barracks and see
Remember
if
the stuff
like
in your
they got any
brain.
people locked up down there or anything. I haven't made my rounds these past couple of days. So before we go down though, is there anything around here that we kind of want to check or like take a look at?
Yes.
You happen to be in luck, though. Well, Bart, you happen
Look
to
in
be
the
in luck.
chest for rosé.
But we will do that after we figure out where my constable's gone, where my actual constable is gone, because this is quite unfortunate. Do I feel like my memories come back in any way after?
No, they do not.
Okay. Well, my memory's still foggy, so I guess whatever is happening is still happening to me, or I don't know. I probably need to go find. I looked at Bart. It's like, you wouldn't happen to have any sort of like strong or healing magic, would you? Or like do hickeys to help? Help me remember stuff? Nope. Okay.
I can cure your wounds, but I don't know if that'll
Well,
help
this one
your
doesn't
memory.
have any rosé. Let's check the other ones. Maybe they do.
Oh, and now my temples are throbbing harder. Let's head down to the let's head down to the barracks and go see if there's
As you
anyone
go down to
there.
the barracks, what you're going to see is 4 empty beds, each of them with a chest in front of them.
Oh no.
I'm going to take nice long nap.
Oh no. This isn't. I mean,
In the chest, you open up and there is a corpse.
Oh.
There is a corpse, the one you open, of a night owl, and this night owl has stab wounds all over it, slashes and dried blood on both the owl itself and the chest, and it looks like it's sort of
Order on myself.
desiccated and maybe has been in there for several days.
It's Bunky.
Oh, that.
It'll
that
fall
Maybe
off.
Bump not take nice long nap.
Yeah.
Doesn't bode well for Yakum, just saying.
I know.
Yeah. I'm gonna rub some dirt in it.
In another one, there is a Githzeri Radal Win, and again, this Githzeri seems to have gone in there and stabbed itself to death.
Itself.
Would I Arcana any of this? Would I understand like any of what might have happened here?
Do an Arcana check.
Similarly, I was gonna do a. We'll see how this
18
goes.
plus 8.
Yeah, I think you're able with this to put together that the creatures that use these illusions were able to convince these people, these humanoids, that something was attacking them and to turn their blades against themselves.
Mm-hmm.
All
All right, I tell that.
Oh yeah,
to the...
you would notice that Bart's foot is bleeding profusely.
It's like, oh yeah, buddy, what's going on back there?
I have cure wounds.
Do you need some medical attention?
Oh.
Okay. The best medicine. I always say the best medicine is to walk it off. but
Oh, do we
also
not like walls?
Take care of yourself. With hesitation, I think River tries to open the last chest.
In the last chest, you see your constable, Jochum John, in there, a dried, desiccated body, stab wounds all over himself, forced into this chest, climbed in, pushed to the edge, and then just a knife that he's still holding that is running through his neck.
Ugh.
River, I think for the first time, like, even though, like, you know, like, kind of like wings sort of sag down, looks down to the floor, looks at Yakum. It's like, well, I was carrying a 6-pack of beer with me.
Yes, you are. This is all time. Yes.
I crack open another one, and it was like, Yakum, you were good. Actually, I'm gonna crack open 2 at the same time and pour both of them out for Yakum on the ground. And kind of like I pour one out, and then I walk to the closest wall and punch it really, really hard out of frustration and anger. No, it was just something I needed to get out. This is exceedingly frustrating. We have to do something about it. Although now that we sort of fought these things, like, my memory hasn't come back yet, but I am sort of trying to figure out, like, why these bad things keep happening, and I seem to recall sort of like a faint memory of, like, these evil beings, like these, like, weird predatory beings that have been coming into town, have been doing a lot of sneaking stuff. So it seems like they've been like they were looking for something, but also I can't remember. And there was
mind
someone
meld is what you're looking
I
for.
remember talking to this person, and they were looking for something, but I'm rubbing my temples so hard, and I'm like, but I can't remember this person's face or, like, what we were talking about.
Was it a jar? Were they looking for jars?
Can I? Okay, this is gonna sound weird. Can I, like? I don't want to say detect thoughts. I looked to Zane, because, like, hey, you can cast some, like, mind reading magic, right?
Yes, I can. I can do several mind reading spells.
If I know that we tried earlier, and then afterwards she saw nothing but darkness. If we were to do something, I don't know, like me purposely failing and then also, like, aiding Zank, would they'd be able to delve deeper.
You're gonna try to go to a dark place where you've forgotten stuff.
Yes.
What if would Crown of Madness work for that?
Yeah, mind meld is exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have detect thoughts. I have detect thoughts. I have Crown of Madness. And detect magic. And that's what I have. And identify. I used Crown of Magic or Crown
Madness.
of They're charmed by me.
Right.
Wisdom saving
More of an
throw.
attack spell though.
Yeah.
Let's I'm gonna do this. You use detect thoughts, and
Okay.
River Moth, why don't you roll a wisdom check?
All right. Shoot. Is counter charm still on me? Can I? Oh, a check or just a plain check?
Yeah, just a check.
Okay, just a straight check. Right?
Yeah.
Please roll. Ooh, nice. That's gonna be a 23.
All right.
19.
So
19
so
plus 4.
so River Moth sits down on the barracks bed of her destroyed and murdered constable. And Zinc, you put your hands up to her head and you begin to go through. And what you're going to see is you are going to see some creatures, minions of Set, going through these reptiles, but they seem to have been chasing these creatures that you're gonna refer to as some sort of visages, or these sort of undead creatures that they were looking for them. You go back even further, and you see some just glimpses of some evil humanoid. It's so evil it almost drives you to madness. And you see this evil humanoid asking River Moth about a flower called Desert Night, and then erasing all of River's mind.
Okay, great. River Moth, do you know of a flower called Desert Night?
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah, I do.
I also have a high nature score, so I could roll for nature and see if I know.
River Moth would know.
100%.
Angel does not know. You did not give me that information.
River Moth would know. Yeah.
Yes. No. It's like, oh yeah. It's a flower.
Hi, everybody.
That I assume grows around here parts.
It grows. Yeah, I think you would know that it's a flower that that grows in the it grows in Anquagat, the land of Set and the minions of Set, and that it is a flower that can restore memories to those who have bathed in the river Styx. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Angel, thank you so much for playing. This has been a huge one. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for joining us. This has been a blast having you on Broadway Hit Points. We would love to have you guys back. You are amazing, and the only reason that the PCs survived.
For which we thank you.
Especially with 2 down. Thank you guys, and we will see you next Monday for Broadway Hit Points.
Woo. Bye.
Bye.
All right, and I've stopped that record. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Remember, I will
Angel,
not
you're
be here
amazing.
next week.
Oh, you're not here next week. Okay, good.
Yeah.